Not early.
Yeah, whiskers, man. How you doing, Robin? Good weekend?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yours?
Yeah, very good, man. Are you full out? Are you working Monday to Friday all day?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I work about 7 till 5 every day.
Oh, wow. From home?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I can do what I do from home, so it doesn't. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the same as normal.
And with the chat last night, what is the verdict?
We'll be working at home until July, end of July, I reckon.
Is it? And
my work's been scaled right back, so I work no more than 3 days a week at the moment, so
Okay.
if that. So it works quite well for me. I'm quite lucky.
Yeah. Okay, cool, man. Well, guys, I think it's only the two of you on here, so we can actually have a bit of a chat. But this week, what we've got is what I'm going to try and do. I speak 11 o'clock. I'm speaking to the guy at my communication at Westcombe Park, and then if it doesn't go through there, I'm going to go to Bromley Valley and speak to them. But basically, it's our house is coming to a place where the coaching and the training here, we won't stop it. But I mean, we've had some neighbors complain and stuff like that, and it's not due to loud music and stuff. I don't know why people are weird about it, because our music generally isn't loud. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon and so on. But we are going to try and get back into the gym. So every step forward, I think, is a good step. And we're going to try and get back into the gym at Westcombe Park and then start filming from the gym.
Yeah, good idea.
Which is a positive, I mean, at least people get a bit of a window into the place and, just see it's still standing, and I think it's a positive thing. So hopefully that's a good conversation and they allow us back in and able to film from there. So that's on that front, and that's basically the only change that's happened after last night, because I'm going to read up on this stuff, but it seems like you're only allowed to do sport in family context or with a group of people. And even though we'd like to run outside classes, I'm not sure if we're allowed to run outside classes if it's not family orientated, and how many classes are we running. So I'll get a feel, and then I'll also have a look on the affiliates group, which is a Facebook group where all the affiliates in the UK are on. And we've got great information throughout this whole thing on there, what other boxes are doing and how they're doing it and stuff. So we'll see what they are actually doing and what they are bringing to the game, and then we'll try and roll it out as best as possible. But we're trying to do things a little bit differently. We also, if we do get access to Westcombe Park or Bromley Valley, we're gonna start running a early morning class. I mean, yesterday, speaking to a lot of the people that arrived there at the club, when we were taking donations and stuff, it's a lot of people do work like yourself, Robin, and they work early. And I think if we get back to running like a 6:30 a.m. class, I think you might get a bit of traction on that. We still can keep the 12 o'clock, and then the core crusher will kind of happen straight after that. So these are the thoughts. Nothing's in action yet, but these are the things that we're looking to roll out. And by the end of today, I'll kind of have quite a few answers on those things. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a positive. I think any step forward, but I mean, like he said online yesterday, if you can't work from home, or we're getting to a place where it's very difficult. Not that we're working to make money, we're not making anything, because nobody's joined since the lockdown, so we haven't made a profit, we haven't added members, we haven't done anything we're just doing this to kind of maintain what we have, as best we can, and to create content for people to stay fit and healthy. So that's where we're at with that kind of thing. And then with training and stuff this week, we're going to keep on doing the own bodyweight stuff and the kettlebell dumbbell stuff. But something I'm potentially also going to roll out later tonight is if you have a barbell, or if you have weights, because a lot of people on the there's a comp section, competitor section, and we can ask people, we can open up to anybody, but potentially maybe on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days a week, we're going to start doing something, because like I said, a lot of people have bought barbells, a lot of people have bought gear, and we potentially gonna roll out like a niche class where people can we can start a competitors training kind of effect where it's a bit more advanced stuff, and the people can get a bit more out of these workouts. But a lot of the members probably feel like they wouldn't say too good for own bodyweight stuff, but they're not doing their own bodyweight stuff. And I know that just by doing the own bodyweight stuff and the dumbbell kettlebell stuff, I'm getting massive traction from that, results actually. So we are going to do the barbell stuff, but it'll only be 3 days a week, and the rest of the things still stay the same. So at the moment everything is the same, and then this afternoon, this evening, when I've finished speaking to all the people at the different places, if we do have a green light, we will start running a 6:30 class, a core crusher, and a 12 o'clock class, 12 p.m. class. The 6:30 class, if you've missed it, it'll be online, which you then can do in the evening. But the 6:30 class will effectively be a dumbbell kettlebell workout. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So that for this morning, I think is the only real news. And last night wasn't really. There was nothing really for us to get out of that except to see that we need to get down to 1 before I think we opening. But I think McDonald's is opening next week though. So let's keep going with the chronic diseases and stuff and forget about exercise. No, I'm joking. We have to get ourselves ready as a gym. We have to really get ourselves ready and get our head around how we're going to do this thing when we get back in and start thinking about different scenarios, which we are. And then also class sizes, opening up more hours. It's like with Robin, I don't know if your job is going to allow you to just keep on working at home, if that's going to become the norm. But I have a suspicion a lot of work is just going to be from home. A lot of people are just going to keep on working from home because they probably find it's as efficient and they're getting as much out of their employees as they would if they were in the office. In fact, you probably save time with travel.
Yeah, my work's quite flexible anyway, but I reckon that we'll probably go to like a 3-day in the office, 2 days from home type scenario. So yeah, I definitely think I'll be around here more often than I was before.
Yeah, so the thought we have behind it, there's another person waiting, Melanie pictures.
Hey.
The thought that I have behind it is that we'll start running more hours. So we'll start at morning Melanie, sorry. Hi there. We'll be running classes from our normal 5:20, 5:30, and then every hour on the hour. Hi Melanie.
She's on. I don't know if she.
Morning.
She's frozen.
Well, anyways, we'll just go on.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, so we'll be running hourly classes with a 10-15 minute interval between each class for people then to get out of the building and the other people to get in the building. So we don't have that turnover, that switch over. And then as well, it gives us 10-15 minutes to clean, to just wipe down everything, anti-sanitize, whatever we need to do from our side. So we have to start looking at products and how we're going to clean the gyms and find out from other gyms how they're going to look at doing this. But that gap between classes is going to become critical just to wipe everything down and to make sure that whatever gets touched isn't, infected from the person before. And then the Passover, and then also really start programming, looking at the weather. If the weather's good, push it outside because we have all the space outside at TP1. Even at TP2 there's a lot of space outside. So there's different things, different avenues that we're going to be going down. Yeah. But let me first just get on the phone, find out from Westcombe Park or Bromley Valley if we're allowed to start filming. And once we get our foot it back in the door in the gym, I think it's going to be a different scenario as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Any questions from your guys' side of point of view? Anything you guys want to ask?
No, I think the Prime Minister's fielding questions tonight, isn't he? So I think he's probably going to get questions along those kind of lines from sort of personal fitness trainers that want to run boot camps in parks and stuff like that with social distancing. It'd be interesting to see if that comes up and what he says to that.
Yeah.
But that'll obviously help you guys out as well. But
that'd be great. I mean, we can do that daily. We'll be running boot camps, early morning boot camps and evening boot camps. That can work a treat, And then get all the gear back into the gym and then have everything on tap because the club is empty. There's nobody there. So if you're running boot camps, it'll be pretty easy, pretty easy going. But then we have to go through all the right structures as well. So, but boot camps, hopefully we can. Yeah, hopefully that'll. But I mean, you know, the sad thing is I've heard through the fitness industry, a lot of people, a lot of personal trainers with studios and stuff are already training people 1-on-1, 2-on-1s. A lot of people are getting back into it. So it's not something I personally want to do. I feel I want to keep to the structure of the government and what the government gives us to do. I don't want to be that guy doing your own kamikaze things on the side. So until they say open, the doors are open, that's when we're going to open. But you know, we're going to try, and as much grace as we're given to do things, because we have a great field to do boot camps, and we have Bromley Valley, we have space there to do stuff. So yeah. All right. So if you've joined the chat late, it's basically just about last night. There wasn't much for us to take away. The whole idea is that we get back into the gym and start filming from the gym, because it's becoming very increasingly difficult to film and to do our stuff here in our neighborhood. I think I've hacked off enough people here, but you know what? I should probably care more. I do. All right, so we'll be friends afterwards. I'll invite them for a barbecue and we can make up at the end of all of this. All right, so have a great day, have a great week. We fired up. We're gonna be giving out some serious workouts. Today is Favor's day. I don't think he knows it yet, but it's his day today. And he's got a brand new laptop, so you know, there's no excuses. You know, there's no excuses.
That's it.
We thought we had to get him something to keep him in the game. He was losing motivation doing these 12-hour work days. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
What's wrong with him?
Slacking. You know, these young guys. You can't teach them anything. You know,
just knuckle down and get it done, Favor. All right.
I mean, I don't know what the problem was knocking on his door at 11 o'clock asking him to start doing stuff. I don't know what it's not like I was sleeping, you know.
What is the matter with him?
I'm joking. He hardly does anything. He just chills over here. Alright guys, listen, have a fantastic week. Thanks again for your support and thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, any issues, please, anytime, phone.
No worries.
Alright.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.